afternoon. It is Monday, October 2nd. It's hot. It's 81 degrees right now. We have a northwest wind right now. We're sitting at the end zone set for the first time. The last 2 days we've sat at the Big Oak, and the first day we saw, I think, 5 deer, and one in the morning, which was a buck we couldn't identify, it was so foggy. And then in the evening we saw 2 does, 2 fawn, and a buck that we call the thick 8. He's just massive. Last night we saw a ton of deer. I'm not even going to name them all, but to be honest, I was frustrated. We had 2 does and 2 fawns come in downwind, busted me, took off. Then I had 2 does and 2 fawns come in, and she somehow picked me out of the tree. I have no idea how. The wind was good. She just looked up and picked me out of the tree. And she was at about 25 yards, and I was about ready to draw my bow, but she got me. She took off. We did see the big 6 last night. Unfortunately, we bumped him walking out, and we saw another 4-point. We saw a ton of deer last night. But anyway, 2 nights in a row we saw a doe with fawns come up down here in this corner, and this is like the only part of the bean field that's still green. So we'll cross our fingers. It's hot. Pressure's still a 30.2, but it is dropping, and it's going to be hotter tomorrow. It's supposed to be 84. So I'd much rather kill tonight, not have to worry about hunting tomorrow. But we're not going to stay on here long because the deer moved early last night. I doubt they'll move early 2 nights in a row, but you never know. So we'll see what happens. We're going to give it a go. We're trying. It's hot. It's hot, but we got in here a little bit later. I think it's about 20 after 5 right now. So we're going to get off here and focus on these soybeans in this field, and we'll keep you updated. Stick with us. Saw that, but that was the big 6. I hit him. I don't know if it's 1 lung or 2. I don't know how much penetration I get, but I just got him here 20 yards, and I'm pretty sure I just heard him crash. That's awesome. I did not expect that. We haven't seen a deer all night, not one anywhere in this field, and it's extremely warm. And I was thinking, okay, if anything comes as a doe, I look to my left and there's a lot of bushes here. And I saw legs. I got the camera on and got my bow, and I looked up, and it was a big 6, and he's right here feeding at 20 yards. So I'm super excited, but I'm pretty sure I just heard him crash. So we're gonna give him a few minutes, then we're gonna go try and see if we can't get on him. So that's awesome. I hope he's down. But I'm gonna go back and look at the footage. I did knock another arrow in case a doe walks up, so I'm gonna take a look at that and I'll get back to you. Everybody, man, I got worried I couldn't find blood. Started grid searching, but guess what? The big 6. What a way to start the season. First blood, man. He's not as big as I thought, but he's still cool, man. He's a big 6-point. I'm definitely happy to have this deer down. We didn't make the best of shot. It's definitely a double lung, but we didn't get a ton of penetration. So, but man, what a beautiful deer. I just called James. He's going to help me drag this deer out. Man, that is super exciting. Big body on this guy. Tons of trail camera pictures, and it was the only deer we saw tonight. It's hot now. Super hot out, and yeah, super hot out. So I'm gonna try to get him dragged out to the field edge, and then I'm gonna try to drive back. But he's a nice deer. Super happy about it. Just unique, not huge, but super cool, man. Super cool. It's cool when you get trail camera pictures like that, and then you could set yourself up. But we bumped this deer walking out last night. We bumped him walking out. He was in the bean field, and I was all bummed because I'm like, all right, I bumped this deer. So we went to the end zone set, like I said, and man, he was the only deer walked out at 25 yards. So pretty sweet. It is only October 2nd, so our buck hunting is done. So we're going to try to get some does now, but this is pretty cool, man. I'm pretty excited. I was getting a little worried I wasn't going to find him, but we have good blood. Then it just stopped, and I started grid searching, ran across some blood, followed it, and here we go. But what a beautiful deer. What a beautiful deer. Now I got to try to attempt to drag him to the field edge. So we're going to get cracking, and I will get back to you.